Hey, do you guys want to learn how to make some full body deodorant using alum stone? I got this off of TikTok shop. And it just looks like a stone. And I crushed it up with a mortar and pestle. But you can use an electronic, coffee grinder, herb grinder of your choice. I actually have two of those, but I thought I would do something different today since it's Saturday and we are gathering. So I thought I would take it back to the old school. And so what you're going to do is, you can see in the background, I have my kettle going, and you're just going to heat up your water to a boil. The things that you're going to also need is a spray bottle. And if you so choose to, this is optional. You can use witch hazel, and you can use your favorite essential oil, or you can even put your favorite perfume in there. But I'll say this: if you use your perfume, then you're not going to use witch hazel. Okay. Now today I'm actually going to use my Angel 1901. I'm also going to put some Van oil in there, and then I have my own special brew of oil. That's my signature scent, and it consists of honeysuckle, vanilla, patchouli, and lang lang. And if I don't have honeysuckle, I'll use just the regular like honey essential oil. And now you're not going to need too much to do all of this. It's really for the alum stone, all you'll need is about 1 tablespoon, and then the same for the witch hazel. And you have to boil the water so that the alum stone can dissolve. Keep in mind that that the water is going to be very, very hot. So instead of putting it immediately into your water bottle, I usually will just put it in a glass jar and let it cool for several hours. Some of you, it might be better or easier for you if you make this part at night, let it cool while you sleep, and then come back to do the rest in the morning, because this is essentially a 2-step process. So as we wait for the water to finish boiling, I'm going to go ahead and finish grinding up the rest of the alum stone and putting in all of my other ingredients. The alum stone itself is pretty easy to break. Okay, that's pretty much all we're going to need, and we're just going to get to grinding. So the finished product is going to look like this. Keep in mind the water will dissolve the rest of it, but you just want to make the flakes as small as possible. And so the water is done boiling now, so you're just going to take your alum stone and pour it into your jar. Okay. And you'll go and get your water, and you're going to pour it into the jar. Let me put this down because it's going to be hot. And this is an all over deodorizing spray. You can also spray it on your face or really anywhere on your body after you shave to help prevent ingrown hairs. And you can also use it as a toner. You just put it on your face and let it sit there for about 5 to 10 minutes and then wipe it away. Okay? So this is in here. Let's get a stir. And then we're going to just help the process of it dissolving. But like I said, if you let it sit for hours to let it cool off, it will help the process. There's still some at the bottom. That's okay. We're going to let the water do what it do. Once this is cooled down, we'll then put all of our other ingredients in there. And how do you know that it's cooled enough? Is because you can touch it and it doesn't burn your hands. And for those of you who don't want to have to grind up the alum rock yourself, you can also just buy purified alum powder, and they've already done the work for you. It's the same thing, it's just already ground up. And so in the meantime, and in between time, we're going to go ahead and put our oils into our spray bottle. And you're going to do this to your liking. You're going to add the amount that you want based off of your own liking. If you've never done this before, I always just say them, just ask your ancestors and they'll tell you. Ask your higher self and you'll tell yourself what you need to put in there. Okay? And you can always add more, or if you make some more later on and you didn't like how it smelled before, you can change it up. Sorry for that millennial pause. This is the Van oil. I'm just gonna go all in. Okay. Mind you, you don't have to put any type of smell good in there. If you are sensitive to smells or you are around someone who's sensitive to smells, you don't have to put anything in there. I will say this though, for those of you who have the spiritual gift of, um, where you smell stuff, smoke, flowers, things like that, when spirit is present, then doing this will be very, very easy for you because you intuitively will know exactly what to put in there and the amount. Okay. With the witch hazel, you're only going to need 1 tablespoon. It doesn't need to be a heaping. It just needs to be something in there. Now you're going to use this as a preservative. Again, you don't have to. Also, if you're going to use your favorite perfumes, you do not have to use the witch hazel at all. Okay. If I was going to do this with my favorite perfume, it would either be with Malika or I would use my marshmallow. Okay. You can combine scents or you can let it alone. Now we just have to wait for the water to cool and we'll add it to our spray bottle and then we'll be done. Okay, so now our water has cooled down and we already put our witch hazel and our essential oils into our spray bottle. And so now we're going to take our funnel and pour the alum water into the water bottle. Okay, make sure you hold it up a little bit. You don't want the funnel to seal your container because then it won't allow for it to go in properly. And that's it, y'all. You just made your own full body deodorant and you can spray it on your armpits, your fupa, wherever you stink. That's where you spray it. And that's it.